Yo guys, how we doing? I'm off to my festival this morning. I'm going to hopefully sell all 15 of my didgeridoos to randoms, whatever they will pay. We're carrying on with our speed run. We've got Daniel Cronk 982, who plays D4. Still, I do wonder whether that's the Budapest Gambit, isn't it? I don't know how to play the Budapest Gambit. I do know how to play the Black Knight's Tango. So that's what we're going to play. Hopefully we're going to see this or this. Okay. We're not going to see anything. Daniel decided not to play chess this morning. After having clicked play chess. Okay, go figure. Happens to us all. Okay. So now we've got a normal. Okay, the three knights. Okay, let's play a winnower. Now this is possibly the most dubious and least computer advised line in the Freddy Krueger repertoire. For some reason. But it does throw people. There's a couple of these where the idea is to put your queen here. Okay. If I take that and he takes back, that's the centre fork trick, right? And it looks like white's doing great. Look, I've got 3 pieces out on the board. But you're about to lose one of them is the problem. This knight's still in the way of the queen. We're okay. It's always a danger putting your bishop in the Italian position on c4 and then with your knight, your kind of Vienna knight developed to c3. And this is just an example of how it pays to play the same kind of patterns and positions. Okay, I can't stay in the center. There's a bunch of places I can't go. Okay, I'm thinking maybe d8 is the right place to go back to. This is defended. I don't want to go in the way of the bishops. You see, that's the point. Can't go. So none of these squares are out because of the knights. None of these squares are really acceptable because the bishop could theoretically have gone there and prevented castling, but then I run into d3, come back, I'm no longer preventing castling, and I'm in the way of the bishop on c5, so never be afraid to bring your queen back, even though I can't go there or there. She's now defending c7, you know, and we're a piece up. Let's not complain. Nooksy Nooks from Israel by the look of things. Okay, I'm inclined to take here, and I'll tell you for why. If takes, am I in danger of this? Well, we're going to find out. No, because the queen defends e5 is the point. So queen here, I do have g6 because she can't take that. But anyway, she's taken here, so we recapture with the pawn. Have you gone to the toilet? You need to go to the toilet. Go on. Go on. Not you. Him. Okay. So my opponent here is doing me a favour by simplifying down. I'm attacking the knight and c2, and I'm also preparing to long castle, get my rook into the game very quickly. Now this, because I've got a pawn on here. Could develop my knight there. I think I'd just get castle first. It could just trade down, why not? What are you going to do? Take with the knight? You take with the knight, you lose his pawn. Okay, now when I castle, my rook defends d4 as well, so I also have then d3, just solidifying this bishop, controlling some of the squares on his back rank. I only have the one bishop, but that should be plenty. My knight's going to come in, try and trade off the knight. Maybe head here. If this pawn goes there, what's my path to? 1, 2, 3, 4, something like that. So it seems like a long way. Push d3. Defend the bishop. Now that rook looks stupid, eh? Do just come here. What are you planning to do? You want to go there? And then fork my rooks? If you go here, I can just play rook he8, I think. I can go there, I go there. Okay, let's play rook he8 now, or bring in the knight. I think we improve the knight, because it also hassles his pawn. Don't mean to hassle you or anything. Okay, let's now target this square. That's the square we all like to call E2. And opponent has just ignored it. Can I let him take here? No, I can't. So let us have that pawn. He's not seen the threat here, I don't think. He might see the threat of taking this pawn. Okay, but that's fine. This pawn cannot get through. The way is shut. It was made by those who are dead, and the dead keep it. The way is shut. Knight e2 check. Effectively wins the game. I am currently like 1560 in Rapid, or 1550 in Rapid, and 1570 in Blitz. Almost my highest rating ever. I was like hungover yesterday. Well that, my friends, was an excellent move, because he's won the thing, because this pawn's pinned. So that was very clumsy by me, but very excellent indeed by my opponent. Let's push this on, hit the rook. He's got to stick it in front of the pawn, which effectively removes the rook from the game. But also I have rook e8, rook e1 check, wins. So that was a splendid find by Nooksy Nooks. But I don't think there's anything you can do about this. Even if the king wasn't on the back rank with a check, then the idea is still to put a rook adjacent to the pawn. You know, when a rook blocks a pawn, you just slap another rook right up there. And ain't nothing you can do, I don't think. We might squeeze in another one, but then I've got to go, because I've got to sell all these sticks. It's 20-7 now. Okay, right, one for the road. One for the road, and that's it. That was a good game. Well done. It was a good sport. Are we going to see the Kelpie Gambit? Come on. Come on. Take it. Take it. Yay! The Kelpie Gambit. We've not played this yet. And I can't remember how. But you're hoping for h6. I think bishop there as well. Knight there or queen there are kind of fine for black. I think in either case, I think you bring the bishop out. Now, I haven't memorized this because I'm old and feeble-minded. Feeble-minded, it's not a phrase you get to use these days, is it? Okay, the opponent is Mephistopheles 8, rated 779, from the land of China. Okay, this is check. I think that's actually one of the best moves. Here. Go on, let's do it. Pawn takes with tempo. It also allows me maybe to get my queen out, which is kind of, you know, the Goering Danish idea in many cases. But also immediate queen b3. No, it doesn't threaten the bishop, does it? It does threaten mate. So the point of this speedrun is we're supposed to be playing like aggressive balls out chess, which is chess at its most fun, of course. All right, what are we going to do here? Bishop out. Bishop out. Queen out. All right, bishop out, what's he got? He's got queen now. Go on. Minor pieces first. Just on principle. I've also got this as well. I can now just castle too, which is nice. I'm only one pawn down. I've got two pieces developed, so's black, and it's black to play, but my pieces are better because my pieces are both looking down at the f-pawn. Whereas his bishop is not fantastic, and neither is his knight. Yet. His knight's looking to make progress. He could come here, actually. I'll probably just drop the bishop back, maybe play f4. Okay. Good. Now, I think the normal thing here is to castle. Queen h5 is interesting. We played queen h5 the other day, and I lost. So maybe I've got bad memory associated with it. But you can't push g6 because it loses the knight. Queen h5, I'm just threatening this. Knight takes, queen takes, checkmate. Or knight takes, queen takes, checkmate. That's another kind of checkmate. And the knight can't harass the queen because of this pawn on c3. This is a threat. You lose your concentration, you get mated. Push the pawn. Could take there. King can't even take. And I'm threatening to take out the knight as well. Huh. Then I suppose I can pivot round and move attentions here. Then he can drop the bishop back to g6. That's what he should do, I think. He's found some good moves already. Like bishop b4, I think was a good move. Check. He's spent on his last four moves 33, 30, 22, 26. And his first four moves he wanged out. Okay, knight to there. Okay, first question. I'm going to sneeze. Good. Alright, first question. What if g4? g4, if the knight moves, you get checkmated. Don't you? If the knight doesn't move, I win it. It's also where the bishop should have gone. So it's an odd decision. Yeah, the knight can't check me. The queen can't take the knight. I'm threatening the knight with my pawn. This is balls out chess. This is the point. And sometimes it'll blow up in your face. But you can be aggressive and not stupid. Aggressive and stupid is a dangerous combination. Aggressive and smart is also a dangerous combination, but for different reasons. It's dangerous for your opponent. Yeah. What on earth is he going to do here? Anywhere he moves the knight. I mean, I can just take it or I can just play checkmate, which is usually better. If you have a checkmate move, it's best to play it. Now takes, and it's not even defended by the knight. So I really think bishop f5 was the move there. And I just want to cause my opponent a headache. See how this bishop is also playing a role of attacking the knight that was defending f7. Which is why sometimes in these openings, when they take twice or 3 times and you end up capturing with your bishop, you wish your bishop was back on c1. Sometimes you do. Anyway, hurry up, Mephistopheles, because I've got to go. We're rated 851 now. I think it's the highest we've ever been. Oh. A counter-attack. Huh. Now, here. Gotta be good, right? That comes a check. See, at the end of it, I win the knight anyway. So this is like a rook and a pawn for 2 minors, which is normally not advisable for the piece giving up the player giving up the 2 pieces. Rook takes, I take and attack the queen. So both of those moves, bishop takes came with check, knight takes came with an attack on the queen, and now I win the knight. And his king's out in the open. I'm 2 materials up. I'm actually up an exchange here. Bishop, can he take here? Because the queen takes, right? Okay. Right, I do have a check. My queen's the only defender of that pawn right now. I want to bring out my bish. 100%. But does bishop want to go here? Maybe bishop here. Line the bishop up against the king. I mean, we're not looking at this diagonal is not the diagonal of death, right? This one could be. By the way, the dog has got like collapsed muscles and his trachea, but he's like 14 years old, so they can't operate to do anything about it. Am I threatening this? Well, we don't know. I like this idea though. Maybe not put it there because he takes the check for free. But you know what I mean. Gets the knight closer to the king. Ready to cause some trouble. Queen comes out with check. Next move is forced, isn't it? I wasn't thinking about defense at all, actually, though, I have to confess. Now I am. That, though, might be a thought. Queen defends f2, thankfully. Rook here. Then we might be able to use this bishop, okay. This is not a surprise, but I've got that now. Try and trade the queens off, yeah? Can't go there, can't go there, can't go there. What about this check? Queen here, check, push. Then we've got queen tension and the bishop's under attack. Knight takes, we'll just trade the queens off. Bishop takes comes with check. Then I take back, knight takes, we trade queens. I give back the exchange. That's forced. Do I even have... What? I'm 3 materials down now. I'm 3 pawns down. There. Pins the knight. I think that's the way to go. If I trade queens, I'm just simply going into an endgame 3 pawns down. I can now attack the pin piece with knight d2. I have to say that my opponent has found some remarkable defensive resources for somebody rated below 800. So I have knight d2, I have rook to one of these squares. My bishop will hopefully come into play. Just out of curiosity, we're going to have a quick look at Mephistopheles 8's profile. Okay, he's won a game here with 81 accuracy. Oh no, I can't pull up all that. So played 3 games today, won them all with 84 accuracy and a brilliant. So 3 games today. One with 69, which is good for an 800, and the one with 81 and 84. Okay. I think we can take the knight here. So I'm not afraid of this bishop. I can't play that right now because of the queen. But we have restored equality. I'm actually up a knight, but my opponent is up 3 pawns. These are they. Now his rook isn't currently engaged. Okay. Now what I want to do is simplify. I can take here, right? But then the rook's going to come in. I guess my queen can just whiz back to there. That is a useful pawn to win. I'm liking the idea of this as well, opening that up. I really want to get my knight into play. I just can't. Dirt is a thought. I've got to get the knight into play. I think that's a... Forget pawns. This is not about pawns. This is about winning. If I get to play rook f1, then there's no rook f8 immediately. Now he's played rook f8. Of course he has. That's a check, but the queen guards. Here, there's no check with the rook or the queen. I'm threatening this, and then all eyes on G7, right? Opponent's played a 1 minute 31 and then 17 and a 19. I'm looking carefully at his timings. 25, 15, 19 consecutively. I am suspecting, guys, that my opponent is not playing entirely on his own. I'm afraid. And I'm being honest about my suspicion here. Knight there makes sense, but I might want to play c4 to open up my bishop. All right. Now then, rook g1. Oh, but also this. Oh no, it's check. Cock it. Bugger, missed that. I can't play rook g1 because the bishop's looking at that square. But this I like. c4 hits the queen and opens up the bishop's view of g7. Then what do you do? You have to use the queen to defend, which means that move, I think. I could potentially pivot my bishop and have a look at this. Because this pawn's pinned, so it's not defending that, right? Loses the queen with check. That move was not engine supported. Okay. Now, how careful do we have to be? Okay, he's attacking my bishop. If I go here, or just that though, hits his bishop and defends mine. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Gosh, that was interesting. Will it give me a game review? Probably not. No, say upgrade. I'm going to check it out though. I'm going to check it out on my proper account. See you in a second. Okay, so here I've pasted in the PGN and I've also set both ELOs to 1500 just to get a dispassionate and accurate assessment on how well it thinks we played. And the accuracy will be the same anyway, but I guess the ELO will be different. 70.3 against 70.2, and actually black was winning for almost the entire game. So I say bullshit. Apparently he played like a 1350, which does not happen. So I'm sorry, and my middle game was poor. Middle game accuracy 59. My opening was okay, my middle game was poor because I was concentrating, again, too much on just being aggressive and whatever. And like I say, in the game, I stopped thinking about that. It said I played like a 1250, so I played below par. But my opponent played, apparently, out of his skin. But the timings, to me, were suspicious. Too many 20 to 30 second things, right? Now, and then some quick ones. And that was just a complete blunder. Look at best move diff here. So this is white. This is me. Mistake or miss in the middle game. Yeah, so he had passages of near perfect play. Right? And then a couple of mistakes. And then some more good play. And then a couple... But I mean, no, that's what happens. You get that with chess. But no, that one's... I smelled a rat with that one. So yeah, haha. There we go. So, but you know, it's that 0.1 of a guess the elo difference. It just got me the edge, but yeah, complete and utter blunder at the end to lose his queen. And there you go. And that was after a 50-second think. So I don't believe he's 1500 level, you know, and just underrated, unfortunately, in this case. But there you go. We got the win anyway, so I will be staying at 850 and we'll carry on from there. But otherwise, I've got to go. I've got stuff to do. Have an amazing weekend, and I'll see you soon.